Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon to all the geeks out there and out of the Geekdom, and welcome to another...
Our
little Geekdom. God, you'd think after 30 freaking episodes I'd get it right. Yes, it is actually episode number 30. How's that for you? It's been that long. We've been doing this crap for that long.
And you guys still like it.
Yeah.
We love you.
It's really odd. I don't know why people keep watching this. Look at me.
Your face is tired.
My face is tired.
I thought you would have. I thought you would have lost more hair by now. But anyway,
I'm pretty sure I have. See, this is just a facade. It's not really.
no, it's a Velcro patch. It's not a Velcro patch.
Yes, exactly. It's a Velcro patch.
It's called my hopes and dreams. Don't mock it.
Yeah, my hopes and dreams, they vanished really quickly. Anyway, I'd like to welcome, obviously you guys, we're already bantering, but you guys do know these two. We've had them on stream before. We've got Hellohaha, which is the dude with the glasses and the helmet.
Howdy ho.
Well, yeah, you need to be more specific.
Well, you have to be, yes. And you have Gork, who is the dude in the glasses and the earphones.
No helmet.
Hello.
So the only distinguishing factor is one's got glasses and a helmet, the other's got glasses and earphones. How you guys doing?
Oh, good man, good in here.
Very well, thank you. Very well, thank you.
Awesome. Okay, so the whole idea behind today. Now, if you guys remember, we did a whole board game thing with Kittens a couple of weeks ago.
But unfortunately, Gork couldn't join
yes.
because he was talking like this.
Life happens.
Yeah. He
I
lost
had
his
no
voice.
Too much partying before, bro.
Yeah.
Too much stuff.
Yeah, exactly. He couldn't even go goo like I did. Anyway, so yes, we're gonna talk board games. We're gonna talk old school games. We're just gonna have fun.
Because it's episode 30 and why the hell not?
Yes, exactly. It's episode 30. You know, it's episode 30. Anyway, guys, so let's talk about some board games. Right, we'll start with board games and then we'll move on to video games. Now, since Kez and myself are not the experts on board games, I'm pretty sure Hellohaha has only, since he was only introduced. Well, let's first find out. Hellohaha, you were only introduced last year to board games.
No, 2 years ago. So the last year was
The
in
year
South
before.
Africa. So yeah, no stress. So yeah, I played your normal Monopoly and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and then I got into some card games and board games and that with friends. Like my wife lived in Netherlands that year. I was lost in South Africa. So on weekends I'd meet up with friends and, what shit do you do? We played board games and all that and played card games and that. I actually played a bit of Magic the Gathering. I don't know how, I got even into that.
Yeah, funny enough, when Hello started, I stopped. Because I remember I got into... I've been playing Magic the Gathering since I was a kid. I was like, I was like 6, 7, and I played my first Magic the Gathering game with my cousin because he actually had the cards the first time, and then my mother went and bought a deck for my brother, and then eventually I got a deck as well, and we started playing more and more, and I got into it then. But the game changed so much, the rules changed so much, and I was just like, you know what? This is like Formula 1. I stopped watching Formula 1, so now I'm going to stop playing Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, I know.
Too many rule changes.
A lot of rule changes. I had a lot of friends that helped me on the side, like helped me build decks and stuff like that. I haven't played since because straight after that was COVID and that too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I still got my cards here and that. I've got a life and death deck and all that, which everyone hated playing against.
Yeah,
because after like the 4th or 5th turn, it just starts ball rolling. Yeah. And then I got into munchkins. I don't know if you've ever heard of munchkins.
Kids would probably love it.
There you go. Munchkins with a whole bunch of us gets a bit evil and twisted very quickly, especially when we start combining decks.
So I imported Munchkin way back in the day. I'm talking about 2005 or 6-ish from America, and that's where Grant Charlton from the comic book shop in
Nexus.
Joburg saw it. From Nexus saw it.
Yeah.
And he's like, wow, this looks like a cool game. So, yeah, I'm officially the first person in South Africa to have owned a copy of Munchkin.
Oh, wow.
Nice. Yeah, man, I got into. I bought a lot of different decks. I even bought the Rick and Morty ones and all that too.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many variables and stuff coming out.
We learned to mix them and play with a mix.
Yes.
Just to make it so retarded that you can never know what move another person's going to do or throw on you, and you're like, shit! So we used to sit outside for hours, bro.
Like, you know, dungeon decks like this thick, just like waiting there, like, what's coming next to your door?
Exactly. Like, who's doing what, bro?
Yeah.
Wow, it sounds like a very busy game.
It's actually, for a card game, it's probably one of the most simplest I've ever learned to get into.
Okay.
In that. It's very straightforward, basic, you know, and especially if you have guys that help you, it's just very easily laid out. And it's actually quite fun. But if there's like 8-9 of you playing, you can have a match 2.5 hours easily.
Oh yeah, easily, because everybody's backstabbing each other, trying to prevent the other person from reaching level 10.
Sounds like Sid's cutting game.
Game is to reach level 10, and if you can't reach level 10, I mean, especially when you're like level 8 around ish, and you're like bumped up through the roof of items and spells and different kinds of, like, you know, booms and things. You've got people like throwing additional monster, copy monster, mega growth monster, wham! Like there's like one thing off the other, and you're sitting there going, so all my bonuses totaled is around 42. The thing I'm looking at is sitting at around 86. And probably too supposed to him for a parrot, so he's now level 3. It's a back and forth, it's crazy back and forth.
It sounds like kind of a dickhead game.
Sounds like something you would play.
Yes, it's definitely something I would play. I love my dickhead games. I do. So what was really funny was
But he only likes it if he can be the dickhead and not have it happen to him, as is proven when we played Ambition.
I think we just got to call you Rick Sanchez.
Who the fuck is Rick Sanchez?
Rick and Morty, bro.
Oh, dude, you know what? I don't watch that show because Kez hates it, so I don't know the people. I know Rick and Morty. I've seen like 2 or 3 episodes of it. I really enjoyed it, but Kez hates it so much that I never watched it.
I've never stopped him from watching it by himself. There's things that I watch by myself.
I watch it by myself. My wife also doesn't like it. I watch it by myself.
Now that I've got 2 screens, maybe I should. I don't know.
Well, there you go.
Prime, so
Yeah.
I think it's on Netflix.
Stop using this as an excuse.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to be able to. Netflix is only on the PlayStation, so yeah.
Anyway.
Yes, no, but I would be a Dick Sanchez. It's my way.
Exactly.
Right. So what is so we'll start with Gork since he's the professional board gamer. What is your favorite of all time, like ultimate board game?
Ultimate all-time board game, favorite of game of all time is called Caverna de Cave Farmers by Uwe Rosenberg. He's one of the big hero designers. It's an amazingly fun board game where you play a family of dwarves. And you have to mine out your cave, you have to farm out and clear out the forest in front of your cave to create farms for animals. And there are multiple ways to win the game. There are multiple strategies that you can follow to win the game. As you build your cave, you can build buildings in your cave that give you bonuses, end of game bonuses, or resource swap out bonuses and so forth. And on the outside of the board, you can turn your entire little forest area into farmlands, so you have pumpkins and grains for days on end. But you also have to manage your animals. So part of the game is that you have to have one of each animal type in your little colony, at least by the end of game. So it's very deep thinking strategy. You have to plan ahead, and the game plays for up to 7 players.
Wow.
Don't ever go there. Don't. If you feel like Sexy. Why, hello there.
She wasn't on camera. I cut the door part off at least, but
my wife's greatest fear, like coming into the room like that.
What, Anthony?
we saw her on Discord, but the people on the video didn't see her.
No,
they won't see it. So you can belay your wife's fears. There's no chance of anyone seeing it.
What's a good laugh, love?
Good times.
That door swung closed so quickly.
Wide angle lens, it's your camera, woman.
But yeah, that's my all-time favorite board game in the anime. That's clever enough for you.
Okay, that sounds interesting. Is it a multiplayer only, or can you play single player like?
There is a single player version for it as well, included in the game. It's a wonderful single player version you can play by yourself. I know one of my friends have taken my game and sat there for like hours on end playing the single player version, the solo play, and it is very, very good. And her gameplay improved dramatically by playing the solo version of the game.
Nice. It's called
yeah. It's called skills and uplifting your skills.
Yeah, it's called getting good, screw.
Yeah. Get good.
Get good. Cheaper.
Yeah, get good, scrubs. Get good. Anyway.
My favorite board game, is the Sherlock game.
Yes, actually, Kez loves
Never
Sherlock
played it, actually.
It's like playing Cluedo,
but a little bit harder.
Much harder and way more fun because you've got, instead of just like a couple of rooms in a house, you've got like London.
Yeah, and also like you have to go to the different places, and each place gives you something. And when we played it, we like messed each other up. So you would go to one, say for example, you would go to the museum, and there's nothing there, but you screw around with people and go, okay, like there's a clue or something there, and then people will follow you to try and get there, and they don't see anything. But then obviously you have to try and make your way to 21B to get to put in your deduction of who you think was the murderer or the thief or whatever, and it's based on the actual stories of Sherlock Holmes.
So you get to do his cases.
So
that
cool.
he did.
Okay.
I'm a big fan of Sherlock Holmes myself, so I've got like the entire collection. Big thick book, it's about that thick, and it's leather bound, and it's got.
You read?
Yes, dude, I read. Funny, dyslexic people can read too. Okay.
Okay. No, but all the Sherlock stuff I've also enjoyed it. And I've seen that Sherlock game, just never paid attention to exactly what it is.
Yeah, no,
it's a lot of fun.
It really is a lot of fun. It's a good game of deduction, as it were. If you like playing those kinds of games, and also if you like screwing your friends over while you're playing that kind of game. Because unlike Cluedo, you can literally screw your friends over and really confuse the fuck out of them. You can imagine who the dick was in this one.
Yeah. What's the game called? I think it's called Sherlock, or what is it? What's the full title?
I think it's 221B Baker Street.
Yeah, I think it's Sherlock Holmes 221B Baker Street. It's a black box. It's really, really cool. And there's even expansions for it.
Amazon, we bought it on Amazon. So.
But you should find it on Google anyway. Look at all these people looking for it.
There we go, got it.
Yeah, you see it takes forever.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
And how many players up to?
It's up to 4.
Yeah, I think it's up to 4.
Okay.
Yeah. It's 2 to 6 players.
6, there you go.
There you go.
Yeah, 221B Baker Street.
And there's an expansion as well. We've got to get the expansion as well.
Yeah, there's an expansion for it as well, and it's not exactly like Cluedo, because you actually have to use your brain to think about it, because like in Cluedo you just go, oh, it's this person with a candlestick in the library, but here you have to they give you clues like this person was in the stable doing this, but then at the same time something else was happening, and you need to kind of remember the things, because at some point they will eventually tie into what actually happened.
That's pretty fucking cool.
And you can only, unlike Cluedo, you only get one guess. You can't go and do it again and again. Once you guess, you either win or you lose.
Yeah.
No, what's the guess in the sense? Is it the whole story guess, or is it just like what was used, or?
It's essentially you've got to pull a Sherlock Holmes. So
Okay.
you've got to literally be Sherlock Holmes. So my sister-in-law and my brother really got into character in this one, and they actually full on did like the whole. Well, I deduce that he did this and this, and it was really fun actually watching doing that. Me, I'm just
That's
like,
awesome.
I'm just sitting there. I'm like, nah, it was there, and there.
But it's like the Cluedo thing, where it's a person, a place, and
And a weapon.
a weapon.
Place.
Well, not a place, but a person, a motive, or a thing, and a
motive.
weapon.
Yes.
And me, I'm like, yeah, no, that was his motive. That was the weapon he used, and he's the guilty turd.
Yeah. Our favorite like deduction game to play is Mysterium.
Oh, Mysterium's cool though.
That's fun.
It is a cool game.
Oh.
Shame Sean's like sitting there, what the fuck are all these games?
No, I've heard. No, Mysterium. I've done a board game like days where you go and just try like 50, 60
Yes.
board games.
Oh
I've
yeah.
done those. Yeah.
They're awesome.
What's your favorite board
Fantastic.
game then?
Mine?
Mm.
There was one, I can't remember the name. Maybe he will know the name. Oh, for me it's that side.
Yes, this side.
I'm assuming you mean Gork.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
cool. So anyway, it was quite a fun game. I think you can play up to, is it 6 players? But you got these little characters, you got a board, it's a map, and it's got like an island and a boat.
Yeah.
And you have to get away from like the shark.
I actually haven't played it one yet.
I played it, and you got to like get off the island, and you got a boat, and the shark comes after you, and all that. I can't remember the name and the exact play, but all I remember is that one day, I must actually find the name. There was a couple of us played, and I was with randoms, people I didn't know.
Man-eater.
Yeah, it was something like that in that
I'm
scene.
screwing with you.
No, but it's somewhere on that thing, and one person plays the shark, if I'm right. And honestly, that was just so much fun because you could betray each other and like push each other off the boats and shit like that. Be like, shark eater!
Here's a game called Shark Island.
Could be that one. Let's look. It's very basic to a point.
It's a semi-cooperative board game in which you have to escape from an island and there's a shark.
Yeah, that's it. Very
Shark
simple
Island.
very simple in some ways, but very fun. You know what I'm saying?
Sounds interesting.
Yeah, but it's up to 4 shark hunters against the monstrous great white shark, which is controlled by a player that is working to terrorize the island.
Exactly. really.
It looks simplistic and fun. Yeah.
Yeah, it's simplistic, but you don't have to remember many rules. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've played some big board games. Like there was a Star Wars one and all that. It's massive. They're massive, but the rules is way too much to remember. You know, you like got to have a dictionary just to remember what the hell to do. even with magic in the beginning, it's a bit overwhelming. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, it is.
One of the board games that I have is called Twilight Imperium.
Oh my god, that game.
The second edition of the game, and it is massive. And we played it with 8 players to one time. It lasted a weekend.
Jeez.
We played over an entire course of a weekend. We started a Friday evening at 7. We ended it at Sunday evening around 4 o'clock. Sunday afternoon, 4 o'clock.
That game takes forever.
My hand would have been like the...
Two friendships got destroyed in that game.
I thought Monopoly is the only one that does that.
No, dude, you don't get it. This game was bad.
Yes, dude, it is a really rough game.
It's a rough game. It's awesome though. It's a very good game, but it is rough. It is rough. I mean, afterwards, just looking at each other going,
Well, the 4 of us took 8 hours.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
My brother,
you know what? I've never
myself and kids 8 hours.
You know what? I've never played, and I'm gonna say it: Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh my god, dude, really? Like you play all these games and shit. You've never touched a D&D game.
No, but I've always wanted to, but never have.
Just fucking tisk, dude. You disappoint me.
Jeff, what is your favorite
Tear
game?
running down your eye.
Hey?
What is your favorite game, man?
Your favorite game? That's a good question.
That is a very good question.
Because I think I took yours.
No, you didn't. You know, I picked up this Affinity, and they're very expensive games. I want to get them, but I can't. It's the Eldritch Horror collection. My brother actually introduced me to that. I really like the Eldritch Horror games. So that's definitely one of those games that I want to actually get.
But that's also one of those where the rules are about that long.
Yep.
Not really, but
Huge
it's
freaking rules.
and when we always play it, like the last time we played it with Zip's brother and sister-in-law, we screwed ourselves because we were only supposed to spawn monsters like every now and then, and we spawned them on every single turn. So every turn there was a monster that came out. We got pretty far. We almost won.
We played Dead Souls Eldritch Horror that day. It was full on Dead Souls. It was like impossible to win.
And then at the end of it, Zip's brother looked at it. He's like, "Oh wait, we weren't supposed to play it like that."
No,
Wow.
I have Eldritch Horror with 4 expansions. It is one of my favorite co-op games ever. And I also have Mansions of Madness, the 2nd edition one.
Yeah.
Which
is
also
part
with
of
4
the
expansions.
series,
Yeah, and it is fantastic. For a cooperative board game, those two are, in my opinion, go-tos.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to play them there. My wife doesn't like them that much, but I love them.
It's a lot of fun.
It is. It's a lot of fun playing those kinds of games. But there is a game that I really want to play, but we haven't played yet, which is Dune. We got the board game, the Dune board game. We got like a limited edition where there are only a few of them made, where they actually had the worms and stuff like properly made and made into statues and shit. So we've actually got the worms and some of the drop ships that are actually made out of, well, made out of plastic, but I mean, limited edition sets. They don't actually have them too often. So I was like, that was pretty cool. I didn't even know I did. But haven't touched the game yet.
Yeah, one of the reasons is because on the box itself it says, "Oh, this game can take 8 to 12 hours to play."
Yeah, so kids
wow.
So kids are like,
I can see you doing that.
So we might play it when we go on leave again.
Nice.
What's this thing called leave? Or break or holiday?
Oh no, we have to have leave.
We force ourselves.
Our company forces us to take leave anyway. Not like you have to take leave on a particular set of days. It's just like we have to use our leave, otherwise we don't. You know,
it doesn't roll over.
It doesn't roll over, and we don't get paid for them.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah.
Rather just take them.
Yes.
But then again, you know, we've got our side hustle, which is this, so we don't really get leave.
No. I know the feeling, bro.
Exactly. There's no such thing as leave. No such thing as weekends for us either. But you do what you love, that's why.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I've got so much Lego to catch up and build.
Really? Awesome.
I've got Lego as well, and I've got like boxes that I haven't even touched.
Same. I've got about 15 to about 25 boxes.
You got more than me. I've got like 4.
I've got the big Batman one. The car.
Yeah.
I've got the big Batman wing to still build that hangs on the wall. I've still got the giant Millennium Falcon to build.
With me,
cool.
When it comes to Lego, I like to have Lego so that I can build other things. So I buy the Lego, but I expect to take it all apart, put it into a box and build other things, because I used to do that when I was a kid.
He's got a Lego box in South Africa that has a castle in it. It's got a spaceship in it. It's got a pirate ship in it, and a few other things.
Oh, that's so cool.
I like display. I've got some Lego sets there. Like
Yeah, I see them. You got some pretty epic sets there. Yeah.
There's a Fiat 500 there. There's a Fiat 500 there.
I didn't even know there was Lego. I thought it was just a car.
Yeah. Okay, that's not Lego. That's a Mandalorian there.
Yeah.
Buzz Lightyear.
Buzz Lightyear, you gotta have him. Gotta have
exactly,
Buzz Lightyear.
right?
Yeah, I had him at one point when I was a kid as well. We're moving on to favorite toys here. My favorite toys will always be Matchbox cars.
My favorite toy, I'm joking when I say this, but when I was a kid, it was my favorite toy. My favorite toy was My Little Pony.
Why not?
Oh,
But I had cars. I had a whole bunch of cars as well.
Like your Hot Wheels type things.
Yeah.
Yep.
Matchbox.
I used to steal my sister's My Little Ponies, and I used to use my G.I. Joes or have my G.I. Joes ride them because fuck it, they're horses.
Well, that's
you should G.I. Joes to ride the ponies, you say.
We ride into battle on My Little Pony.
Big fucking horse, and there's a G.I. Joe on it. Come on, man! We'll win this battle! Nay!
Freedom! Friendship is magic!
Yeah, that's the kids.
Please.
I'm sorry.
That's awesome.
Yeah, my cup's not special, it's a DC cup. When DC was still good.
This is still good.
No, it's not. It sucks. DC and Marvel both suck now. I am moving over to anime and manga.
Anyway,
I'm actually moving over to anime and manga because DC comics just suck. That's so boring. It's like, it's like, okay, cool, read the comic, there's fuck all action. Like, what the fuck? Why do I want to read this crap? Bye!
anyway, what's everyone's favorite card game?
Munchkins.
Card game.
They just said that, Angel.
No, that's a board game.
Yeah, board
Board games and card games are different.
Munchkin. Yeah. I don't know what you would say Munchkin is. Munchkins are in between.
As for a collectible card game, I would say mine is Oldschool Legend of the Five Rings.
That's apparently a really good game.
Yeah.
We got that for your brother.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah,
we got it for
Rings
Zip's
is
brother
basic.
because of Gork. I think.
Yeah, we did.
Oh.
He actually mentioned
What
it. He said
cool
we should
guy.
try it, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. It is awesome. Yes, okay, I'm like really behind on the expansions and things that have come out recently. Yeah,
There's so much crap that comes up.
yeah.
Exactly.
But now it's a living card game, so they bring out basic sets, and you grab like all
Yeah.
the cards you need to build a new deck of any kind. But yeah, that's my favorite.
I like exploding kittens.
Yes, of course you do.
I actually want to buy that.
She's got a special version. If you watch the other video, the one with tunes, you'll see it. I got her a special version for her birthday.
It's an expansion.
Cone of shame. And you actually have to put the cone on.
It's a proper cone of shame.
Oh my god, I have to do that.
This
This sounds like so much fun.
hilarious, dude. It really is a very hilarious game. But yeah, that's one of the games that we had to get was Exploding Kittens. She also wants Farting Unicorns.
No, unstable unicorns.
Unstable Unicorns is amazing. I've got that one. I didn't even know they made expansions for it. There's like 3 expansions out for it already.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? I need more Unstable Unicorns in my life.
I like the comments that are on the cards.
Yeah, the
That to
cards
me is
and
the
the
funniest
notes is
Oh,
funny.
yeah.
And for you, Hellohaha, you already said it's
Munchkins.
Munchkins, but if you don't count the board game, it'll be Cards Against Humanity.
That's also fun.
That is fun. That is brilliant.
choice.
It's like when we played all bad cards.
Yeah. That game was wicked. Fuck.
We once played it with my friend's mom, and she turned out to be the most sadistic, like, evilest, darkest, humorous person at the table.
Sounds like my mother. She did the same thing. We played Cards Against Humanity when we had that one load
We had load shedding and we decided to play Cards Against Humanity
Yes,
with
that's
Zip's
my
mom, and it's like,
mother.
whoa, okay.
Holy crap, was she only a violent person?
Makes you see
And
another
you thought
side
it-
of people.
Yeah,
And you thought it was
laughing.
Monopoly.
Yeah, but she was laughing when she put the cards down as well. It was like one of those. It was like a laugh, but you just know it's maniacal.
That's what I think I like about that game. It's just it brings the real twistedness out of you.
Yes.
It does. Yeah, no, it does.
I know Zip's one.
Do you?
I think it's the Star Trek cards.
You're right.
Star Trek cards.
Star Trek. They don't make them anymore. It's the Star Trek TCG game.
Yeah.
They don't make them anymore though, so they're very hard to find. So, but it is definitely a game that I actually like playing.
It was that or the Lord of the Rings ones. Those were the two I was going to say.
Oh, Lord of the Rings card game was amazing.
Yeah, I've got a whole bunch of those as well. Actually, when Nexus, before we left for the UK, got a whole shit ton of them from Nexus because they were like $5
They were on special or something. They were trying to get rid of the stock.
So I was like, okay, cool. Here's $100. Give me the cards.
Awesome. Oh man.
And then with the Star Trek cards, I'm still collecting them because you've got to find them. There are sellers that sell them. Like you got them on eBay and whatnot. The guys sell like boxes that they for example, it's from old shops and stuff like that, but they don't keep them anymore, and they don't want them, so they've got to sell them somehow. So they just sell them on eBay, and I just get big boxes of 15 card collections, and I'm busy still trying to build my collection up at the moment. But yeah, I'm looking forward to actually getting that growing because I've only got one small section of it.
Yeah.
So I think we should move on to what are they called?
Old school games.
Old school game.
Now, what do you call old school? Let's see, what do you call old school games?
Super Contra, bruh.
Yeah, there we go. That's good stuff.
Okay.
I'm an old fart, okay? So mine would be like Rockman, or as the it's now called today, Mega Man.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about like old school Mega Man, like way.
Yeah.
And no, not Mario Brothers, because everyone says Mario Brothers.
Contra was good though.
Contra was a really good game. I liked it.
I love Contra.
Yeah, I want to get Super Contra 2 as well. I've got a whole bunch of old games on my PS Vita. And I want to actually get. I haven't got Super Contra 2, but I do want to get it because it looks really fun.
Contra was good back in the day. That was a proper old school. And the 2-player was so much fun.
Yeah.
What was it? I mean, just the starting theme. Everyone knows the starting theme. Toast, if you want to add that in there, it'd be quite cool. I don't think it's copyrighted, so I think you can still chuck it in. But that theme is like boom, ba, 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 ba. Whenever you hear that, you're like, oh, it takes me back. It takes me back.
I remember going to arcade with my brothers and that when I was like 5, dude. And play Contra and all that.
Yeah. This is that could get expensive.
I had it on a Nintendo, what you call it, on a Reggie's controller, cartridge machine.
With Golden China.
So
is what they call
yeah, so we totally played that at home.
Yeah.
We played like what Golden Axe and Tiger Rally and stuff on that.
Yeah, and then Golden Axe moved to Sega because I've got that on my Mega Drive collection now as well. So I've got the original Golden Axe and Golden Axe 2, and Golden Axe 3 actually. But it's all part of
we played Golden Axe on the PC as well. 4 players, 1 keyboard. You know how insane that it got.
The 4 keyboard, not the fail to use.
Yeah.
My turn.
Oh yes.
And Commander Keen. Oh, I remember now.
Yeah, no, there's lots of really good old school games. My God, it's actually crazy how many there are if you think about it.
I remember my brother saved up for Sega Saturn. That was the same time as like a PS1.
Yeah.
And he had like the first Resident Evil, the first Mortal Kombat. I think then it was Mortal Kombat 2.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Like that was the first like PS1 and the Sega Saturn were the first disc. Disc.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Nowadays we don't even know what disc looks like, bro.
Oh, little boy and his Sega Saturn PS1s. I was around during NES periods, and when the Commodore 64 was like a thing. That's how old I am.
No, I remember when I was younger, we had the 486, and we used to play Police Quest.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right.
Police Quest.
It was a 486 as well. I played Police Quest and Heroes of Might and Magic 3.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, dude.
I never understood Might and Magic. I've seen Ziv play it, and I can't get into that game with the faces at the bottom with the characters, and then they just go.
She's talking about Might and Magic.
That's Might and Magic,
Yeah, it's the same universe, different game. Heroes of Might and Magic is a turn-based game. That's where you have like 3 on one side, or I think it's 3 on one side. Your 3 characters on one side and the 3 enemies on the other, or 4 enemies or whatever, and you have to turn-based attack them. That's what Heroes of Might and Magic is. They're in the same universe. Essentially, she's talking about Mandate of Heaven.
Okay. Yes.
And I love the first time I ever played like a first-person game other than Duke Nukem and Dune. The first time I actually played. Nukem. Yeah. But
so my favorite old school game is UGG.
What's that?
UGG. You never play UGG? It's the caveman taxi. You flew around in this little box around a map, and you have to like land gently, and then people would get in and tell you where they want to go, and then you go, and then have to fly and land gently again. But the map is like filled with like flying pterodactyls, falling rocks in caves, water torrents, triceratops is charging along the route that you land. So you have to like go them into charging past you, hop over them, land. The guy, he would stop, spin, turn around, and you would have to lift off again before he hits you. It's a crazy game.
Kill your passengers.
Sounds like a rather difficult, an easier version of Battletoads.
Oh man, Battletoads was crazy difficult.
Everyone knows Battletoads, the most difficult game in history.
Yes.
I don't know it, but I've seen it on Xbox at the moment, and I watched 2 idiots playing it, and it looks quite hectic.
No, it's easier now. Apparently, they've made it a bit easier so that you don't. Well, okay. Let's just say they've made that speeder episode or the speeder stage. They've made that easier.
Yeah.
Because you know how fucking hard it was to do.
Yeah.
I remember this.
Oh
my god. So
he's busy looking at.
My favorite old school game, and it's not even an old school game, is Earthworm Jim.
That's old.
Earthworm Jim.
I
and you
loved
do the whip, like whip his head.
Yeah. Whoa, Nelly!
That was a fun game.
Earthworm Jim. Okay, this is going to like LAN days, but old school game that used to be fun to play against each other was Rune.
Yeah,
Rune, the Viking game with the axes
and you like chop the oak's arm off and you pick up his arm and go beat him in big game.
Yes! That was beautiful.
I actually played that the last year I was in South Africa. We had LANs every month. And we went and we all played that, and we convinced like 20 of us to play, dude. It was just chaos, and we were throwing axes at each other and shit. And like, you just spawn and throw an axe and you would hit someone.
Oh man, I miss landing so much. You've got no idea. I would love to have landed.
And you like chop the heads off, pick the head up, and you throw it at someone. Gah.
Yeah, that was beautiful. Well, as I took a head at you swipe at the head, and it's like.
Probably like that was like proper like first, back in the day. Rune, when did Rune the game came out? Oh, intense, yeah.
Oh crap, my thing stopped recording. I don't know why.
Broken. Oh.
Yeah, actually.
Rune came out in 2001.
While he's checking that, it's probably a simple game, but it's also like old school. Is that space one where you used to like have to move your spaceship from side to side and shoot the little alien things and the ships that came down?
Space Invader.
Yes, that was fun.
Good game.
And and it comes down like a worm. Like,
yes.
That was a fun game.
You know what the thing is? Sometimes simplicity is the best. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it comes down to. Is sometimes you want just that simple fun, and that's what that type of thing brought in. Games nowadays, don't get me wrong, like, you look at certain games, that's why I play, like, Warzone and stuff like that, because it's simple chaos, straight in, fight, get the shit done, there we go. I used to play a lot of, like, Escape from Tarkov. There's too much grind in that now. Open world even, I was thinking, maybe I should play it. But the thing is, if I play 2-3 hours a week, it's not going to be enough. for the proper grind. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I enjoy the simplicity. Like that's why I'm looking forward to Battlefield. That's like Call of Duty and that. I enjoy the simplicity things. Even when it comes to, I don't know if you guys have ever played Star Wars Squadron. I played with VR. So
You don't have a VR to do it with.
yeah, but you don't have to play with VR. But it's just you fly the Star Wars ships around and shoot.
Yes.
No, my
I've played
Audacity's broken.
Squadron a bit. It's quite fun.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
really fun.
It's
I've
all
got
just
you on the Discord
simplicity.
voice.
I agree.
Games can sometimes I can understand. Like I said, I enjoyed Escape from Tarkov, but to get somewhere and get up somewhere, it's not even. What's the average person who plays games? Plays 2-3 hours max a day. Let's be fair.
The average person, yeah.
I can do more than that, but most people can't.
Yeah, me
But
too.
even doing that, it wasn't enough. You needed way more, and then that's where it would favor people like high-end streamers and that could play for many hours. Also, old school LAN game we used to play a lot was deltaforce.
I've got deltaforce on Steam, dude. I've actually still got like deltaforce 1, 2, Task Force, Dagger, and
Yeah,
Yeah,
Black
Warrior.
Hawk Down. I think Black Hawk Down also the deltaforce.
I think so.
And Quake.
I think so.
Quake. Oh my gosh!
Monkey.
Remember
I
Quake
played-
3?
I
And
played
used
Action quite a bit.
Actually, Jesus, that sounds like a hell of a lot more difficult than Quake.
No, Quake
It's like
3.
a-
What
It's called
is
a fucking
Action
Quake.
Quake?
It's like Counter-Strike in Quake universe.
Oh, so it is. It's fuck you, Quake.
It's fuck you, Quake.
Action Quake. Oh yes, I've seen it before.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, they call that fuck you, Quake.
Yeah. That was like old school Counter-Strike, but in the Quake engine and sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, also the original Counter-Strike, and then you what? I remember Quake 3, and you used to have your graphic cards, and then you used to do benchmark tests.
Yes.
Yeah.
Imagine that on our nowadays PCs, would be like done. a million FPS.
Yeah, that game would break in seconds. It's like, dude, I actually installed Wing Commander Privateer on a dual-core processor, and that game could not run. It could run, but my god,
no,
it was so fucking fast, dude. It's like you're trying to focus on anything, you couldn't. So I had to actually get a what's it called, a DOSBox emulator, so I could run it.
Really?
Where you can run all games just by running on DOSBox.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. But Wing Commander Privateer 2, dude, what a game. I loved that game. That was
I'm
awesome.
too old for your new PCs.
What is this? Nowadays we're just trying to upgrade.
Yeah, back then it's like, you know, look at all the games that we can play though, that we can actually get on what's it called, on freeware now.
Yeah.
You know, shit that you don't even have to pay for anymore because, you know, no one sells the game. So you just find the ROM or the well, it's usually the ROM actually. You just find it on the freeware places, and hey presto, you've got a game, you know.
Yeah.
And it's an old school game that you would have paid easily hundreds to maybe even thousands of rands to play back in when you were.
I don't think it was thousands back then. I think it would have just gone about to hundreds.
It would stay the same as what it is now. Essentially, games, well, up here in the UK and the United States, game prices didn't really change that much.
No.
It didn't really vary. So, game prices went from, you know, $50 to $60, and from here it's £50 to now. Like, my God, PlayStation 5 games are ridiculously expensive. I'm sorry, I don't know how Sony and Microsoft think they're going to make any money out of their consoles if they keep selling their games at that price. Although PC games are not any cheaper anymore if you look at it.
Yeah.
Well, that's what's actually a discussion we're having the other day is what should, how should I say those games used to give PCs like a hardware discount in sense. Because you're buying a higher end hardware, more hardware, you used to get a bit of a discount. Now in the last like 4 or 5 years, it stopped.
Yeah, now it's just screw you.
Yeah.
Is that your wifey?
It's my wife, and she came in and she's like, "Hello."
You need to come
She
through the
brought
door
me the
there.
dogs.
Oh.
Luckily, the camera doesn't angle that way.
Exactly.
Otherwise, you guys would have gotten a nice show.
I'm sorry, I'm a bit flat-chested for that show.
Yeah, me too. But yeah, I agree. The prices in games have become so ridiculous now, even on PC. I mean, I can just go onto my Steam account right now and I can go to the store and look at the most recent releases. For example, the most recent releases. So let's go new releases. Let's see what we've got here. Okay, there's.
But South Africa, if it's not AAA rated, South Africa gets a discount.
This fucking thing took me to a game called Spermicide.
Yes. I think you know you need to see what he's looking at, bro.
pence.
I think I need to have a look at that.
No, I don't know why I did that because I went to the store. New releases. So new releases.
Well, it's a new release.
It's a new release. That's why it's the first fucking game.
Oh my gosh! No.
Isn't Eddie Sperm a new release? I'm sorry.
Every sperm is also sacred.
Every sperm is sacred. Every sperm is good.
It depends on what the game is, though, because I'm taking it back to the topic. It depends on what the new game is, because like House of Ashes released on Friday, and it's a new release, but it's not as expensive.
Yeah, but it's considered an indie game. That's why.
Yeah, but one thing is in South Africa, indie games are cheaper. Let's be fair, even compared to us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. South Africans are lucky where they get cheaper games, but they're still fucking expensive for the salaries.
Yeah,
that
for
they
what
get.
you earn. Yeah. Much.
I mean, you look at the latest releases at the moment. You got New World for £34.99, £34.99, which is not bad. And
In South Africa, we pay what for it? 800 for it.
Yeah,
more or less.
Yeah.
And the average price of games though on PC is normally about £50 for us.
Yeah.
But even that is the average price on PlayStation as well. Like no, but if you think about it, when, for example, because we played it recently, Outriders came out, that was £40-50 on PlayStation, and it was about £40-50 on PC as well.
Yeah, that's PS4.
Yeah.
So now we go into PS5 territory. So let's go
Yeah.
PS5 territory and let's just see the first.
I've got a
PS5,
PS5, so let's.
You lucky bastard! We couldn't even get one here.
I had to do a lottery on mine, and I got offered it. So
You're lucky. I didn't get that. We didn't get that luxury. We literally tried to buy one and gone.
they. Oh, did you see what? Have you had a PlayStation before? Oh, do you have a store account?
I've got a PS4 and PS Plus account.
No, but you got an account. So, do you see what PlayStation did on Friday?
No.
PlayStation officially, if you sign in with your account, it will give you drops and they'll say, okay, it's available to you. You can book it in 24 hours. PlayStation are doing it directly for you now. They're not doing it through a store.
That's actually not a bad idea. Maybe we
Yeah,
could-
pretty
they
cool.
say no, it's a problem. But that I was reading on it Friday.
Yeah. So let's go to PS5 games and see the price matching of PS5 games. Here.
Yes.
So Spider-Man 2020, the Miles Morales game.
Yeah.
I've got a very bad frog in my throat and I just want to fuck off. It'll be cheaper now because it's old. So it's going for your standard, your standard drop price, which is down to £39. Which is
But when
normal.
it came out, it was like £50-60 as far as I remember,
Yeah.
£70.
and that's easily over £1,000 R.
Yeah. But they normally come out for about £70 now. Just want to see what the most recent releases.
Like the Hogwarts is for next year. That's
Guys,
€75.
just give me for a few minutes. I'll be right back.
No problem.
Okay, no problem.
75. What else
Hogwarts is £60, which is actually more expensive. It's not bad, but it's still more expensive.
Dude,
Elden Ring, which is a game that Toast is
wants.
desperate to be playing, costs £50 here, which is over £1,000.
1,000 rand.
1,000 rand.
Do you know you get Among Us Imposter Edition for your PS5 and it comes with a plushie?
Nice.
I didn't even know
Pointless
that.
for us, but nice.
Uh,
The fuck is Rustler?
but there's so many games that are, but Saints Row, the new one, 16.
I'm not keen on.
But
Saints
even
Row.
then, it's
I don't
not
like
really games
Saints
that
Row,
you want to play.
No, that's the thing. I think the PlayStation and Xbox need to still build their library up.
They do.
Yeah.
You know, that's why most people haven't even bothered buying like wanting to buy PS5s. You know, they ran out, but it's like now people are just like, yeah, okay, let's buy a gaming PC.
No, but the people who are buying them are the the sculptors. Same with that Xbox fridge. What's sold in 30 seconds? They said they sold every single one in 30 seconds.
Yeah,
and
it was
it's
exactly the
spots
same.
and
PlayStation.
sculptors.
It was fucking ridiculous. So yeah, no, for us it was just, you know, I was like, fuck it, I'll just carry. I've got a gaming PC. I'm happy with my gaming PC. It handles all the games that I need to play. So I'm happy.
What happened with me and my wife and I had the PlayStation 4, which is still quite new. We had the 1 terabyte Pro and all that, and then I had a Nintendo Switch for it, which she didn't really play. So what we did is we sold both of them, and then I had enough money for PlayStation 5 with 2 controllers and all that. So when a special came up, I had to put in like €100, and I saw it came up, and I just went into it. Mine wasn't a lottery system. Mine was straight off MediaMart, but I had a thing on Telegraph, and Twitter, and the guys tell you when stuff goes live straight off, and you click it, and I caught it on just on time, and that was through MediaMart.
I think it's awesome that Sony was like, okay, you know what, we're gonna do it made to order now. We're not going to deliver to these companies because they're shit and they don't know how to keep scalpers away from their
exactly. All that is my problem. Look at
sites.
graphic cards. Look at the Xbox. Look at the PlayStation. And to me, anyone who supports a sculptor, you know, competes, bro.
I don't support scalpers though. I'm giving you shit, dude. I'm just giving you shit.
I'll slap him upside the head.
You know what I will tell you, sunshine.
Yes, I know. You'd probably give me a fistful of. You'd probably give me a mouthful full of knuckles.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll slap him.
But I was looking on like Facebook Marketplace and that other. I see the sculptors' price have even started dropping because they don't sell them in time now.
Yeah.
They used to sell them 1 or 2 days. Now people are sick and tired of it, bro. And which is good. I like that. You must lose money.
I want to see these turds losing a lot of money.
Yeah.
It needs to go for less than what they paid for it. Like, way less.
Yeah.
I still paid quite a bit for mine. Mine came with like another controller, a game, Ratchet and Clank, the game. Came with quite a bit of stuff. And it was still like €740. It's not cheap.
No, God.
And the controllers aren't that cheap, eh? The controllers are what, like €130 or something?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Well, it's not that much cheaper for us.
Okay, so here it is. PlayStation 5 console. Experience the.
Let me double check. I could be wrong. PS5 control.
I think it's about the same price as a game.
No, €80. Yeah, €80 I paid for.
Yeah, so it's about £60. It's about the same
Yeah,
price
it's
as a game.
still a lot of money, eh?
It's a lot of money.
Just for a
It is.
controller.
Just for a fucking controller.
But I'll be honest, the controller is really nice. I'm not gonna lie.
Dude, I believe that they've got a whole bunch of. I believe that they're actually utilizing the force feedback and all that shit on.
And like how you open it, and it's got speakers built into it and everything.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the PS4's got the speaker built into it as well. But
This just sounds like it sounds very.
it's a lot
nice.
more.
Yeah.
It's a lot more.
But the feedback, the force feedback is impeccable. Like honestly, like for controller, it's really nice.
Yeah.
I can see it is expensive, but I can see why it's expensive. Let's put it that way. But
Actually, no, I can get this PlayStation Network on my phone.
Yeah, you can do it through the PlayStation Network. I was reading up on how you could do it because that's one way. If I hadn't got one yet, I wouldn't have done it through that way. And then I was reading up, and the guys were saying that's how you pre-order one now, and they basically say, okay, this is available. You can book one. There we go.
Yeah, I'm looking at that. Okay, so also I want to get the new PSVR when it comes out as well because it looks like it's going to be quite good.
Dude, you know what I think is going to be really nice?
I'd rather.
It's that Steam Deck.
Yes, I want it. Dude, I don't know why people are taking such shots at it. I think it's going to be a fucking epic idea. Imagine.
And if someone
like,
makes a plug station for it to plug into your TV, done.
Exactly. And I'm pretty sure they're going to have something like that.
I think
as
they
well.
will. I haven't read too much info on it, but
yeah,
it probably does have that feature. Or it probably streams to your PC. Streams to
TV.
To your TV, yeah. It's possible.
Actually, probably would do that.
The whole thing is, I think it's a very brilliant idea because, in my opinion, the reason why it would be such a grand idea, if you can call it that, how I'd call it, is because people like ourselves who live in different countries, if we decide, and we're content creators, if we decide we want to go, visit South Africa for a couple of weeks, go on holiday or whatever, and we go down to South Africa, we can still play games, we can still play on our Steam accounts, we don't have to worry about our gaming PCs, they're here, they're good, and we can play elsewhere, so we can still keep playing our games. I think it's a very brilliant idea. And some people are like, oh yeah, but look at how the PS Vita failed. It's like, the PS Vita didn't fail. it
didn't fail.
Well.
It wasn't, no, but this is the thing. Hopefully this is marketed well. Like a lot of people hated the Steam controllers. They didn't feel that great. But honestly, it was light. And it was one of the best things I ever used. I've got one downstairs.
Nice.
And then, the Steam Deck, I want to say Steam Deck. It's 419 euros for 64 gig.
Yeah.
Okay. Then which has got quite a standard hard drive. Then the 549 for the 256 NVMe one. And then for 512 is 679 euros. Don't get me wrong, it's not the cheapest thing, but what I've read, like the guys play Witcher 3 on full graphics on it.
Exactly.
And like that's pretty impressive for something for that price. Especially like we were discussing the graphic card prices. The new Intel processors, what is it, 12th gen or 13th gen coming up now? You see the prices on those ones, bro?
I know, they're ridiculous, dude.
Sorry guys. Oh, fun.
Not a problem.
There we go.
The prices on them are going retarded.
Yeah. No, I'm just hoping the scalpers don't get hold of the Steam Deck.
They didn't with the VR.
Can.
With the VR, they didn't. Because I've got there's my VR there, over there. Yeah. I did with my VR.
One of those.
And honestly, and then I had the problem with the controller, the toggle was giving me problems. Sent it back, 2 days. 2 days back, had another new one. They swapped it straight out.
What do you think of this the Steam Deck, Gork?
I haven't actually looked at it.
Steam.
I haven't actually looked at it. What is it about?
It's basically a portable computer in a sense.
Basically.
Look, research it. Steam Deck.
Yeah.
And
Steam Deck. There we go.
Premium anti-glare.
Wow, that looks cool.
Bundle.
Steam Deck. No.
Not Steam. Yeah, Steam.
Not Elgato Stream Deck.
No,
not Stream Deck.
But how's the buttons at the back? It's got some nice buttons at the back.
I don't get anything online about the Steam. Oh, here we go. Store Steam Power. There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Bottom. The Steam Deck. Ooh, look at that.
I'm really considering getting Kez and myself.
Oh, there we go. They already said there's a dock. Yeah, we go. The official dock props up the Steam Deck while connecting to the external display, wired networking. So you can put it through a wired network if you want.
Yeah, that's
USB peripherals.
Nice.
You can also power through a USB-C hub if you've got one lying around.
That is really
so you can add a hub to it too. The official dock will be sold separately. More information is coming soon.
Nice.
That's not giving me any better information on the Sony side.
This honestly, this is going to be basically a portable PC.
Yeah.
And that's what I like it. Because remember, Steam tried to make their own OS software at one stage? And I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
And I think that just went
I think it failed.
I think they decided it's, you can't compete against Windows and that. And maybe they went more towards it, instead of going as a PC, building something like this that's portable.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the technology is only available now, especially with your USB Type-Cs. How fast does your USB Type-C charge nowadays? And stuff
yeah,
like
no,
that.
so fast.
Yeah,
it's super fast charging. It's actually ridiculous how fast it charges.
And honestly, I think it's going to be a new technology out there. Don't get me wrong. I think it's more competes against the Nintendo Switch directly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought as well.
But
I think this is a much bigger library.
indirectly, I think it can compete against even the big consoles.
Yeah, I think so too. Especially as it's handheld. It gives.
Yeah, I mean, it looks amazing. I mean, just
And
like-
the biggest thing is now, what controller have you plugged into your PC to plug through Steam that has not recognized?
Exactly. It picked
Yeah.
up a freaking PS4 controller.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So you could, if you got a PS4 controller, Xbox controller,
Well, yeah,
any
I've got-
controller, or
I've got
cheap,
those.
generic, yeah. But if you got any of those, you just plug it straight in and it works.
Exactly. This is cool. This has got 2 extra buttons on the back as well. Yeah.
Oh, it's a scuff controller.
Nice.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
I freaking love it. It's like the best controller I've actually ever used.
Mine's
I'm
nicer.
having a hard time connecting it to the 2 buttons on the back. Having a hard time. I want to use them for the gears on Euro Truck Simulator.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
This one.
Ooh,
Hers
fancy.
is pretty looking. It just doesn't have
It
any buttons
does.
on.
I've got my steering wheel.
Yeah,
I've got a joystick with
fucking
13
cash.
buttons on it that I got from Feed, and that was awesome.
Yeah, I don't have the cash.
Is it a joystick or is it a
But how much is the
joystick?
second hand?
I had
It's a,
to.
and it says Logitech on it.
Is it really Logitech?
Is it really?
Logically techy?
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be the kind of Logitech.
It's got these 2 round balls at the bottom and you can roll. It's super touch sensitive.
Ooh!
It's not salty.
You know, this is the problem with being a gamer though, because you know that those are the kinds of things that super touch sensitive rollerballs. You're like, oh my god, could you be any more sexual? Haptic feedback, that's what it's called. Haptic
Yeah,
feedback.
exactly, bro. It's like what anything else.
I dig the haptic feedback on the PS5 controller. I think that's
Yeah, it really, honestly, it's like I actually haven't played it on my PC yet. The controller, I must actually
Yeah.
plug it in. But honestly, on the PlayStation, it's brilliant, dude. It really, really is. But like, oh, dude, I've got a steering wheel. I've got a Logitech HOTAS system.
Nice.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
how expensive are the steering wheels by you? The Logitech ones?
Dude, the steering wheel, jeez.
Yeah, by you they're expensive by South Africa. What I
Yeah.
saw for my second-hand one in South Africa, I bought a brand new one here in Netherlands.
Really? Really?
Second-hand
Wow.
steering wheel or a brand new steering wheel?
Brand new, they're like 220 euros, I think. Yeah,
I'll tell you now.
I've got the
Yeah,
Logitech, the G29, the one for PlayStation. Only one or reason I like the PlayStation one, it's got a knob on the side that you adjust. So I use that, but I use that. I use that
No,
for
dude.
I use it in the racing car games to adjust brake balances.
Wow.
Oh, that's nice, yeah.
But to that's the only reason.
I need to get a stand though as well. You see, that's the problem because I can't.
I just got. Oh no, I've got mine just on my desk, bro.
The G29 here is 5.4, the cheapest one I can
That's
see.
a lot.
5,400.
I saw mine for $5,000 secondhand when I left.
Yo.
It's about right though.
Yeah.
Okay, Logitech 920. The G920.
Yeah, it's about 280 euros now. I bought mine for 220.
It's currently unavailable, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Let's see, Logitech there, Logitech there. I'm just trying to find a decent one here.
Secondhand, you should find that one.
£89 for some random generic racing steering wheel. And now it's onto mouses. Oh my god. Stupid system.
Because even secondhand ones, that we paid like 120, 130 euros here.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
I can get a Thrustmaster.
Oh, yeah. Those are used to have.
The names
Hey,
of these
hey.
things.
It's not a master of the thrust, eh?
Jesus Christ, 343 pounds.
So do you guys,
They will master your thrust, bro.
talking
They
about
would
thrust,
thrust my master. They would thrust right up my ass master. My god. Talk about thrust mastering my ass.
What are you trying to say, Gork?
Sorry,
so
Bob.
you guys talking about thrust, so what is the top point of speed? It's
I'm not
fucking a
saying.
fan at full blast. What is the top point of pain? It's mistiming it.
On
God.
that note,
So, Kiers, what game did you first learn to learn, like play with friends?
Warcraft 3.
Yeah, okay. And you were playing that on the stream the other day. I remember that actually. And you, Zeph?
First game I learned to land. Diablo 2.
Like Diablo 2. And you, actually, that's a good old game, eh?
It was a fantastic game.
And you,
Myself, my first game that I land was StarCraft.
wow. So mine was probably first Counter-Strike. Like the first deltaforce or Counter-Strike, around there.
Yeah.
Would have been around there. Like those are proper old school.
Yeah.
And the ones I enjoyed, like one I used to enjoy when we still did the lands and when I was in South Africa quite often was Flat Out 2 and Destruction Derby.
Flat Out 2 was
Destruction Derby.
And you the shit you used to get up to. We used to have whole comps around that.
We used to land Armageddon.
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 I used to love
Car.
Carmageddon, yes. You had Carmageddon 2 also.
Yes.
Armageddon freaking.
It looked like a Dodge Viper with like a blade down the middle.
Yes.
I used to love that one.
Oh, fuck, it was amazing.
Yes,
Okay, so it says choose your edition and then I can't fucking select the damn thing. I can't push the button or anything.
Anyway,
I'm just still looking at this whole
PlayStation thing.
I'll go into the PlayStation Network on my PS4, maybe it'll give me more.
Allow you, maybe it's like, yes, you own a PlayStation, you may be able to buy one now, okay?
Yeah.
It's like I log into the PSN and it's like, yeah, choose your edition. Fuck you, you don't own the PlayStation, you don't deserve it. It's like I've got games on the fucking PSN, you asshole. I think it might be because I logged in with my South African account.
Aside from old school games, we do need to ask, just because as well, what's your favorite new game that you've played? It doesn't have to be like a new game, but recently.
No, I know.
Okay, my most favorite recent game, and you guys all know this, is Hades.
Hades is fun though.
I played it the other day. It's
Never
actually
heard
quite
of
fun.
It's on Game Pass, dude.
It's Hades. Yeah, it's a game of the year 2020, man.
What's the matter with you?
A lot.
Where have you been? I've sunk over 400 hours into the game, or almost 400 hours into the game, and the story is still ongoing.
I was actually so excited when I saw it on Game Pass because I remember watching you play it, and then it came on Game Pass. I'm like, yeah! And then I started playing it. It's actually quite fun.
What's this, like a Diablo type thing?
It's a roguelite.
Okay.
It's a hack and slash roguelite. So, and every time you die, you come back stronger,
Yeah.
better, faster.
Jeez, I would be like God, because I would have died to it.
I've died so many times.
I'm lucky that you're at a point in the game now where I can actually complete runs on my own without too much of a sweat. And with like increasingly difficulty every time I play the game.
No, I'm not there yet.
You know what?
Go, carry on.
We started playing Outriders yesterday.
Oh, he got so angry.
Fucked off so fuck. It wasn't quickly either. We were fighting against this boss, right? Now we're on tier 4, on the tier 4 thing, whatever it was that was running on. I know it's a difficult one. But we almost got to the end and the fucker killed us and I was like, oh! And then I dropped it down to tier 3 because we were obviously struggling. And the fucker got stronger. How? I don't fucking know, because you go up in tiers, not down. Because if you go down further, then you eventually get to like story mode. So I was like, okay, so we go down one tier. How the fuck did he get harder to fight against?
But when I said to Ziv, because I saw it because I started playing it before him, like a few hours before, and on that it says that if you are playing with more than one person, it does get harder to play. So it increases your difficulty if there's more than one of you. Because like that boss in question, I did on tier 1, but I failed. So I did it on the story mode and it was fine.
Yes.
It was the only way to actually kill it. But then doing it with Ziv, he was a lot stronger. But Ziv got so angry, he was shouting and screaming and swearing to the point where he uninstalled the game.
You know how you get pissed off and you just uninstall it. Like, oh, you know what? You fuck me, I'll fuck you. Bye.
Yeah.
Refund. Steam refund.
Well, no, I didn't pay for it. It's fine.
It's on Game Pass.
Oh,
See,
yeah.
it's a good thing about Game Pass. You get it for free. You can actually play it and just point out.
That's true.
The stupidity behind some of the games.
Yes.
No, my one I missed, they actually stopped, how should I say, carrying on with the project, was Ark Survival of the Fittest. So it was Ark, but the Battle Royale.
Yes, I remember that game.
A game like that. It sounds so stupid.
Dude, honestly, that probably set the Battle Royale. Everyone thought it was H1Z1. Honestly, this game actually set the Battle Royale. And
Ark Survival evolved, but Survival of the Fittest.
Fittest. Yeah.
So it's actually a Battle Royale version of Ark.
Yes, and you all stop and wonder. And you must remember, in this game, compared to any other Battle Royale, it worked on your levels too. So when you leveled up, like in Ark, you build your strength, or you build your health, you build your stamina, whatever you want to click your plus on. And there was many ways to win. You could go and run and tame dinosaurs. You could play up to 4 players, depending on the server.
Yeah.
You could go do, how should I say, you could go do tech. So there's 1 or 2 places with metal, and you go there and build and just do tech. Okay? And then the circle keeps going smaller and smaller, and it does go to the center, so that you can predict where everything's going to be to a point. But it makes it so much fun in that way. And then there also, during it, there's random drops. So there'll be a random drop of carnivores or something like that on where every player. But also, when you're doing that, you look into the sky and see where the carnivores drop to see where other players are. So there were so many ways of playing and winning. Or you run and you see other people taming dinosaurs. You go kill them, take the food out the dinosaur if they're busy taming, and put your food in, and then the dinosaur comes yours.
Nice.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So honestly, in the Battle Royale sense, I miss that game, and I'm pissed off they never carried it on, that project. Or someone should come up with a project like that, because that brought a different way, because like I said, it wasn't one way of winning. There were many ways of winning.
I loved Ark Survival for the Fittest. I just remember, running down people with my triceratops, like, yeah! Dodge this!
But that's where I play like Warzone, but I play mainly Rebirth Island, because it's quick and fast.
Yeah.
Again, like we were talking earlier, it's the simplicity. And even after it had many ways to win, if you choose the one path, it's very simple to do. You just do what you need to do. You can bring in tactics if you're hunting people or shit like that.
Yes.
But sometimes you get oaks and they're busy doing tech, and while they're busy building the tech, you run up, you kill them, and you take their shit. Or if they're going to go, or if there's like 1 or 2 oaks only, they're busy mining and they're not watching their base. And you run and steal the stuff that they're making and run away. But that's what I loved about it.
I can see you doing that.
Yeah, me too.
But that's what I loved about it, was there were many ways to win. There wasn't one way.
Yeah.
And you always have your little mini fight somewhere else.
Yeah.
And then you got odd oaks who just did like guns, not huge check, just basic guns. And they would start running the circle around the hallway and just finding people and slaughtering them. And you'd be like, no, please. But that's one thing I miss on the Battle Royale games, especially nowadays, is that the voice over RP. Like Warzone and that doesn't have it. And you just, please don't kill me. Please, I've got a family. Like Daisy, I think got like 3,000 hours in Daisy. Daisy, we used to like capture oaks. The one we have in a video, that we made the guy dress in a dress and sing My Little Teapot.
Hey,
we gave him a shit pack, we gave him extra food, and he went on his way. I was being a post-apocalyptic content creator.
Sounds like something I would do as well, to be honest. I'm one of those assholes.
Because I played, before my brother and them played, I played with like randoms. And then I learned, if you come around a corner in Daisy and someone's got a gun in their hand, they're dead. You just kill them. You don't even ask questions. And my brother
Yeah.
started playing with me. They always love trolling people. They hated me because if I come around the corner and see with someone with a gun, I'll kill them. End of story. I wouldn't even. I'm like, they're like, okay, they'll run up and warn the person, please put their gun down. And my brother, in one battle, sitting with the like a magnaphone, you know,
Yes.
Megaphone.
it's
Megaphone.
chatting and shouting to the people. We will be your friends, and running up and down like while we're shooting each other.
Don't worry about those two shooting you down there. They're just doing some testing. Don't worry, we're your friends.
It's all targets.
It's about that time, my husband.
It's about that time, guys. Unfortunately, we've been chatting for so long. The podcast is over.
It's all Zeph. It's Zeph's fault. I blame Zeph.
Yeah, I wasn't talking that much.
Nah, it was Kez. Kez was talking a lot.
Kiz's fault, yes.
I'm sorry. I'll learn to be more quiet next time.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you very much for having us, guys. It was really
No,
fun to
thank
be
you
here.
very much.
Before you guys go,
You know you have to plug your channels, right?
yeah, where can everybody find you both?
One at a time.
Right, thank you, sir. Right, guys, I am on Twitch. I am Gork2000, twitch.tv/Gork2000. I'm also on Twitter, at Gork2001. And, yeah, that's me basically done.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Hellohaha52, and for now, the best to find me right now is on Twitter, Hellohaha52, TikTok, Hellohaha52, and Instagram. Because I won't say more than that, because there actually is big changes coming along at the moment. So, yeah, that's where you can find me.
Okay.
Hey.
Angel, where can the people find us other than where they're watching us right now?
Okay, other than where you're watching us right now, if you are listening to us, then you are listening to us on the Anchor platforms, which is found on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and then if you're not watching us, you can find us on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, TikTok, BitChute, Glimesh, and Odyssey.
Boom, we're everywhere.
Mine was a mouthful.
And who are you guys?
Eh?
Who are you guys?
Who are
We
us?
are strange people.
Well, we're the SA Geeks, obviously. They know
Here we
that.
go!
Anyway, thank you so much for joining us. If you guys really liked the video, hit that like button down below. If you really did enjoy the video so much that you love us forever and ever, hit that subscribe button. Yeah, wherever Hellohaha is pointing, that's where it is.
Somewhere.
It'll move around the screen.
Somewhere.
It'll move around the screen. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining us. And as always, remember...
Keep it.
Bye!